polymorph you into a mammoth, and then you'll have seen a mammoth.
Yes!
Just look at the mirror.
Just get the mirror up.
Look at the mirror while you're a mammoth, and you're like, oh, that's what a mammoth is.
I haven't shaved in a while.
What a bizarre concept. Just learning about animals by being turned into them and looking at yourself. It's crazy.
Speaking of not shaving for a while and morning rituals, do we want to get to this week's episode of Reflex Save?
Yes.
Let's do it. I've been holding this pose all week.
Do you remember what happened last week?
We saved Wodun's brain.
We did.
I was decursed.
You were. You'd finished up with the celebration party, and a very drunk Wodun was led to his room where you interrogated him in regards to his recent draconic hoarding tendencies.
You cast spells on me without my consent.
Yep.
And I do not regret 1 minute of it. Would do again.
And discovered really what the source of that was. And we all ended up in a Pilates session. Well, Carnelian and Svieta didn't, but everyone else was ending in a Pilates session with Wodun.
I don't think those poses are designed for people who are 2 feet tall.
Or that have a long tail as well.
Yeah, he does. He still doesn't know how to bend tails. So.
I had a bend of tail.
No,
oh, no.
Wodun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
So, we come back in where the Pilates session, I'm going to say at this point, is over. Everyone's wiping the sweat off their bodies and the grease from last night.
Yeah, you haven't showered or anything.
People licked you.
Yep.
People are assuming that sheen is like a nice sweat. No, it's all lamb grease.
Yeah, my stringlet's like sticking to me. I smell like meat.
Everyone's trying to do the poses and like hold their nose like, it's alright, it's a hero.
He's just got the meat sweats, everyone.
Oh,
He is walking meat sweats.
sweats.
I'll after that session, like Horacio is pretty invigorated, and I'll just say, like when people are sort of at the end of a yoga or Pilates session where people are just chatting, some people start heading off, they're holding their towels, just hanging out. I'll walk.
Thanks,
over.
Kevin.
Yeah.
See you, Linda. See you next time.
So, do you want this table still?
Yes.
Okay, thank the gods. And he turns around, leaves. Great.
I am checking out today, though, I believe, so you can get that table out of my room immediately.
Right away, sir.
And once you're done with his, could you remove mine as well, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Greg.
I'll put them. Oh no, that room is now occupied by your other friend. I'll figure it out.
I trust you. You're a good dragger.
Horacio, how did you find the session?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, that was invigorating. I enjoyed this session far more than the previous one.
Oh, good.
Maybe it's got something to do with the lack of lingering threat of destruction. That seemed to help.
The people around here did seem a lot more, closer to Nirvana today. Is that a Pilates thing? I don't know.
You're the expert.
I don't know in real life.
There was a good vibe about it, definitely. I think that the townsfolk were all sort of energized in a similar way.
They were vibing.
They were definitely vibing.
And it's good as well, because after each of my sessions, if you attend a full 45-minute session with Wodun Cromehurst, you do receive 1 point of inspiration, so we can both take that for the day.
Thanks. I'll add it immediately.
Me too.
Word and inspiration points are not applicable to Reflex Save or Reflex Save subsidiaries.
Yes, they are, because I said they are.
Well, I think we should go bathe. Maybe we being you.
That's fair.
You are very greasy.
I'll see you at breakfast.
Yes.
As you guys are talking, let's go with Svieta first. What are you doing? It's the early morning light is filtered. Well, the dull light is filtering through into your room.
Perpetual morning.
Perpetual dull morning light.
Pack up my things. I think I only took out the little tiny dragon. Put back in my bag. Look out to what's my view?
The view outside is that of the lake. You're looking out eastwards. So not over the town itself, but actually over the greater lake, out towards East Haven. What you can see is a whole lot of smoke rising in the distance from that town, barely visible on the horizon, but out in the direction of East Haven. You can also see some cloud cover coming in across the lake as well, that's starting to envelop East Haven too. Make me a survival check.
It's a beautiful view. Roll a wisdom save.
What kind of check, sorry?
Survival.
Oh, yeah. 19.
The darkening clouds that are coming in over the lake give you the impression that they're heavy with snow. It's quite likely there's going to be a very intense storm coming in from the southeast.
Oh, that's towards
Goodmead and East Haven.
Goodmead, yeah. But we're potentially heading west to Brinchand, maybe. Well, I'll take note of the storm and let the guys know. I would like to take advantage of the fact that we are in somewhere that's got a bathroom and have a shower or a bath.
So you also hit the showers as
Yeah.
well. Carnelian, what are you doing this morning?
Carnelian would like to talk to the speaker.
Okay. So you don't have any direct access to the speaker at this moment, but you grab Greg, who's dragging a table down the hallway.
Just jump on it and talk to him on the
Yeah, you just...
Now drag me to the speaker's room.
Sir, I can't take you to the speaker's room.
Drag me.
Oh, you're heavy for a little fella.
I weigh 30 pounds.
Listen, when you're dragging this thing, every pound counts. I can send a message that you're after him, sir, if you wish.
That'll do.
Can you get off my table, please?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Down the hallway.
That man needs an assistant.
So, really, at this moment, while you're waiting for the speaker, you don't have a whole heap of other options.
As long as his stuff is like... As long as Carnelian's stuff is ready to go at a moment's notice, he might just go outside and have a look around off the walls.
So you start inspecting the walls. You notice off to the southeast those darkening clouds that Svieta noticed. I won't say that you need to roll a check necessarily, because Svieta can relay those ones, but they are cause for a bit of concern. And you also see the same smoke rising over the direction of East Haven as well.
Sucks to be that town.
The town, otherwise, if you do a walk of the wall, you can see the dragon that's still crumbled in the uphill climb. You see people busy about the town trying to make repairs from what the dragon destroyed. And it looks like a lot of people are trying to put the items they dragged to the care back in their homes. So it's quite busy this morning from a town perspective. So I will have you guys heading to breakfast, but is there anything anyone wants to do before I get there?
Yes, real quick while I'm having a bath, I want to reach down into my pack and pull out a slab of meat.
Okay.
Do go on.
I like how it's next to you in the bath. That's how you really...
I like to
I do keep bath meat for us. When I'm having a bath, you know what? Every so often I get a bit peckish, and I'm like, "Where's my bath meat?" Ah, there it is.
I mean, usually I keep it in the form of sausages. You know, some bath sausages, not like a
Well,
whole.
bath sausage is a whole different thing,
Let's not
Zimma.
go there.
You've got your stuff with you.
Yeah, I assume there's like those trays, there's like equivalent to TV trays.
Oh, you're being pampered. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to put it on there, and for like the 10 minutes, I want to cast Animal Messenger.
Jesus.
The meat shapes and warps until you get...
Let's do another cardinal. They seem to be reliable.
Hey, boss!
Oh.
What you
Okay.
doing?
Yeah, don't look. Turn around.
All right. Ooh, you're in a bath. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, anyway.
Am I your bath meat?
One task for you.
One task.
Please go to Bryn Shanda.
Regenda,
Talk to Devessa.
Devessa.
Okay. Please tell her Goodmead and East Haven are destroyed.
Yeah, gotcha.
Specifically missing Duggan's Hole. And to send healers for helping both towns.
Healers, helping the towns.
And we are coming. Maybe.
Look, I don't think I'd say that. It's a PG-13 message. We're arriving.
With an O. Dragon threat taken care of.
Dragon taken care of in a nursing home. Gotcha.
What do you mean? Don't tag on your own words.
Oh, sorry.
Go.
Okay. And the bird
I'll just like wipe him off the tray, like onto the ground. He can figure it out.
starts flapping, but before he gets a chance to lift off, you just like, oh! Alright, got it! He starts hovering, and then you see him shoot towards one of the arrow slits that leads into this bathroom, and he just gets stuck. Ah! I can get it! Don't help! I got this!
I'll use my mage hand to push it.
And then just pops out the other side and flies off into the distance.
Great.
Leaves blood and meat all over everything.
Just this,
Put it in the tub and wipe my hands.
The most blessed bath.
I'll get out of the bath. It's dirty now.
I just can't get the term bath and meat.
Got to my bath meat.
it sounds kind of dirty, but also not at the same time. It's just a part of your brain that goes, I'm not sure how to take this phrase.
Yeah, the absurdity wins out.
Yeah, I think so.
And with that, I would like to head down, get dressed, head down to where everyone else might convene in the dining hall.
So, eventually, all four of you do end up in the main hall that the festivities started from last night. As you head that way in the courtyard, you can see a lot of people, as I said, moving their stuff back into their homes, so that they're just carrying a bunch of food, valuable possessions. You can see someone tending to the kennels, the dogs, and you can also see your two kobolds, what do we say, Samantha and Periwinkle, tending to your sleds of... tending to your, I think it's sticks and stones.
Ebony and ivory.
Salt, pepper, ebony, ivory.
Law and order. Tending to not only their own sled dogs, but the dogs that, like your actual sled as well.
Nice.
They're just taking care of little things too. You also notice, if you're walking past anyone paying attention, that the magical aura that was surrounding those dogs, giving them the extra energy to move faster, seems to have dissipated.
Of course.
You get into the main hall and find each other. Whilst everyone is still sort of in celebration mode, and that's what happened last night, the somber mood has hit a little bit because people died. So there are people that are they're all still appreciative of what you did. They all still regard you as heroes, but they're giving you a bit of space this morning. Maybe a few more people are more hungover than they were before. You have a breakfast of cold lamb shanks, and anyone that wishes, knucklehead trout.
Just reheated pizza from the party.
Cold lamb shanks? I think not. Prestidigitation.
Nice warm lamb shanks.
Yeah, Carnelian, can you warm my meat as well?
Carnelian gets handed like a cold lamb shank, and he's like, "This is what I'm gonna do," and like steam just starts rising up from it. There we go. Yes, I can heat up your lamb shank.
Thank you.
There's a couple of bowls of chowder as well, and you bite into them and weirdly taste of apples. After a while, you guys get a chance to talk, but eventually the double doors to the main hall open, and you see a man with his back facing to you dragging a table. Oh my god! And he slowly inches his way over to your table. That's right! I got it! That's it! Heroes! Dead the 10-town Dragon Slayers! Oh my god! My back! The speaker wishes to see you at your earliest convenience.
Thank you, Greg.
Is there no messenger?
Oh, it appears that I've taken on his role as the court messenger has been killed in the dragon attack.
Why do you have a table?
Oh, someone wanted to move this table into a room.
There are a lot of tables in this car.
Greg he wouldn't be caught dead without a table.
There is a surprising number of tables in this cat.
Thank you, Greg. You may continue.
Okay. It just starts dragging the table away.
Lovely chap, that Greg.
Poor guy. Should learn the levitate spell.
I should levitate.
You know what? For some strange reason, I feel if he learnt how to levitate the table, he would never drag another table in his life.
That's for the best for his back, right?
No, I don't. I think what I mean is I think he'd just quit. I think
True.
he's in it for the drag. He lives for the drag.
Drag racing tables?
Yeah.
Speaking of living, I sent a message to Bryn Shanda to let them know about the casualties in the towns. I forgot this town. Everyone should be okay though.
We have the best healer here.
Well, we can't be here forever, and I thought they might want a more temporary healer from their town. Maybe from the House of the Morning Lord.
Based on the limited amount of time I've spent with those types, they don't seem overly generous with their time or services. Could be proven wrong, however, so certainly ask them, but don't expect anything.
No, well, at least I gave the incentive that the dragon's dead, so maybe that might encourage them to do something for us.
Hopefully, yeah.
But I did mention that we might be coming there, but whether or not we do, I was going to ask you guys.
Well, I, for one, think that Bryn Shanda seems like the next logical place to go.
Yep.
What say you two gentlemen?
I mean, it makes sense, but, the weather doesn't look great for traveling.
There does seem to be a snowstorm.
Would you say that the weather outside is frightful?
That's actually not what I said, but let's go with that.
Oh. Well,
Is that where we were to meet Valine?
Yes. That is her name.
Oh, good.
Yes, the wizard lady.
Yes, so we could meet her. We could rendezvous with Mishan, suss out the healer situation. Maybe see if we can find some more work and go from there.
And a wizard, perhaps, to open up the investigation, Operation Beefcliff?
Is Valine's a wizard, isn't she? Is she not?
Oh, she was the wizard, yes. Yes, let's talk to her about that as well.
Who's that other wizard that we came across? Here.
The tiefling woman?
Yeah.
The basement one.
It was a while ago.
It was actually a week ago.
Does
Might be
feel
worth
like a while.
asking the speaker about.
We already asked the speaker about her.
What did he say?
Nobody in the town last time we were here knew who she was.
But before we go, you did mention you wanted to dispose of the Shadowland dragon? Or help anyway?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to the speaker about.
Why?
Because it's for the same reason that we needed to deal with that statuette. It's got the same vibe.
No, it's important to get everyone involved too, and I think the speaker should be involved.
Oh yeah, well, we can't just push it around by ourselves. We need the town to help us. So talking to the speakers about it seems to be the best approach.
Yeah, so everyone knows what we're doing.
Could you polymorph it into something small and just chuck it into the lake?
Can't polymorph an object.
Damn.
What about this weather, Carnelian? Svieta? You think it's worth braving it, or should we just wait and let it pass, or?
I had to think about my spells last night. I did take the daylight spell. We could possibly use that around us. I know it's not your favorite, Carnelian, but it might help.
It might be better than sitting around for a day.
Or it might not do anything. But it was coming from the southeast. I don't know if that'll affect our route going west.
Oh, well, maybe it'd be good to go soon and escape it.
If it's coming from the southeast, doesn't that mean it's heading
Yes, but
northwest?
if we could race it and beat it there.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess if they don't need us to move the dragon, we could move right away and try and head it off.
Yes, it is. Looks like Bryn Shanda is almost directly west of here, so we could, in theory, outrun the snowstorm.
I guess it's what we want to prioritize first, getting rid of the dragon or just leaving and letting them do it themselves.
I can't really in good conscience just leave them with the dragon and to their own devices. I mean, I would like to see it done. At the very least, I'd like to see them start so that we know it, got a good idea that they're actually going to do it properly.
Yes.
I don't see any reason why they wouldn't.
We'll stick around then?
We should at least talk to the speaker and see what the speaker's plan is. Because if the speaker is going to be we'll leave it till a couple of days, then we might as well leave. But if the speaker can get everybody organized to do it today, then...
I think it needs to be. I think it's imperative that it moves immediately.
Do you know where Speaker Sivar is?
He just said he wanted to meet with us.
Yeah, we've been summoned.
But where though? Oh, I suppose he's probably in his office.
Probably in his office.
Okay. Wodun, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm finished my breakfast, and I'm good to have a chat with the speaker.
All of you stand. You have a good idea of where the speaker's office is, because you did meet with him before you left last time. It's not far from the main hall where you're eating now. You exit to one of the doors to your west, and you're put into a waiting room. After a while, the door that you came into opens, and partially drags a table in. The speaker will see you now! And just moves out.
With his table, off he goes.
And you're able to go into the speaker's office. You can see the speaker is already hard at work. It looks like he's been at it for a while this morning already. He's got a little mug of some sort of caffeinated drink to his side, and he's signing paperwork. He looks up. Yes, the dragon-slaying heroes of 10 towns. Good. Appears that I've caught you before you left. Anywhere else? How are you all this morning? I'm feeling somewhat hungover.
I'm feeling fantastic, it must be said. We have a request, but please, do you sound like you have something that you want to say to us first?
No. I was curious as to what you would be doing now that you've slain the dragons. You're not ones to stick around too long. I've got mountains of paperwork here that I'm working on. I was trying to see what your intentions were, as it is.
Well, first and foremost, the corpse of the dragon must be disposed of. It must be taken away from the town as far as possible.
Must be.
We believe it exerts a magical influence on people who remain too close to it for too long.
That's troubling. When did you find this out?
We witnessed it firsthand, well, secondhand, in Goodmead. People turned on one another. And then our comrade, Wodun, was unfortunately... He succumbed to the influences of the dragon as well and began to attack Carnelian. So it certainly has the potential, and we believe even in death, its materials still carry a lot of magical power.
The speaker puts down his quill and you just see him pinch the bridge of his nose. Oh, I wish I had known this sooner. We could have made a start. People have been climbing all over that thing since it was downed. Alright, I'll get one of the men to clear off the area. What do we do with it, though? What can we do? It's heavy. I was thinking of just leaving it there as a fixture of the uphill climb, but...
If you need it dragged off somewhere, I know just the man for the job. And I think you do too.
Damn it, his expertise is tables, not dragons!
Bury it, leave it in, just leave it out, to be covered by snow. Leave it on the ice and see if it, will fall through. Just keep it somewhere, put it somewhere that people aren't going to stumble across it. I mean...
Far too early for this.
I think the lac would be a fine choice.
If it wasn't iced over.
Yes.
Not many go out on the lac anymore. Perhaps it will, as you said, be covered in snow. Although, if we could break the ice, potentially it could sink. Do you think it would cause problems in the water?
Maybe some possessed fish, but I think that's fine. There'll be no harm to anyone.
The fish might go mad.
You do realize that our biggest food source is the river, right?
You can still eat fish if they're insane. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, but they might
insane.
not be as predictable, or they might go live somewhere else. Or if it's anything like wreckages of boats, they might come and just live around the big dragon.
Well, there you go. You'd have a more plentiful food supply than ever. You'd know exactly where to fish every time.
Alright, well, if you think that's best, then we'll get to it. And he picks up another piece of paper. Some of my scouts are saying the weather might be turning bad. Don't know how bad it will be, though. We'll get started. I don't know how much we'll get done, but Anyway, okay, well that is another thing to add to the pile today. He takes out a new sheet of paper and just scribbles something on it. What else? What else?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Speaker Siva, but you seem to be taking a remarkably lax approach to this, what I consider to be a very immediate threat to your town.
Oh, don't worry, I'm signing the orders as we speak to try and get work done. It's just there's so much. And he just looks like the bags under his eyes are really showing. There's so much that people are dead. You know, town needs rebuilding. And we also have to consider stocks for food, as we did consume a bit. So I'm just trying to also handle all that at once. Juggling a lot, as you can say. But no, you're right. The dragon does need to be handled right away. Once you're done here, I will send word to at least form a small crew. If we're putting it on the lake, I suppose, it's going to take some work. But we'll get some sleds and lash together, I suppose. But I'll have to get a foreman. It's not my area of expertise.
Good. Well, it is imperative that it is done, so I'm glad that you're seeing to it.
I'm taking it seriously, Horatio, don't worry. Now, where is your intended destination?
Bryn Shanda.
Bryn Shanda? Is there anything else I should be aware of? Is the town in danger?
Not that we're aware of. We have taken care of that.
Thank the gods. Okay. I assume you wish for me to send word to Bryn Shanda or anyone else. I think someone mentioned that East Haven appears to be, let me see, pulls up a piece of paper, on fire. Yes, that was the term. I am going to be trying to send some manpower that way as well, see if we can help.
Please do, yes. We have sent a message, but any help, any assistance that you can spare would be appreciated.
We're not a big town, but you saved a lot of us, so it seems we're much better off than East Haven was from all reports. I haven't had reports from any other towns, though.
All the important ones are safe.
Hey!
Goodmead was like...
Yeah, well, we know about those. All the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Other important ones.
What's happened to Goodmead? I haven't had a report from there.
Oh, we thought you had.
No, nothing's coming from Goodmead. That's what I'm saying.
Everything but the meat hole was flattened.
And the people.
Oh, no, the people are all fine.
No, that's what I was saying.
Oh, right.
Well, at least the people are all okay, and I know it doesn't seem like much, but it's probably good that the mead's okay as well, given people's way of dealing with the endless winter. But you said everything else was flattened. We'll send some people out to Goodmead as well and see if we can help them with temporary shelters. Perhaps some rebuilding is in order there. What about Duggan's Hole?
What about it?
I haven't heard from them either. Did you perhaps see them on your way through?
They're probably fine.
Did we pass Duggan's Hole? We didn't. Yeah, I'm pretty
It's
sure
just
that...
whole now.
I'm pretty sure the whole thing was on fire.
Oh, we should send people that way too, then.
No, too late, don't worry.
We didn't see anyone. So, suffice to say, they're probably all gone.
He cocks one eyebrow at all of you and goes, "Look, I'm not the biggest fan of the speaker from Duggan's Hole either, but if people need our help, then we should send it.
Send it to East Haven or Goodmead.
I'm sending people that way. I'll send some people to Duggan's Hole too. Heroes of 10 towns. Jeez, it would be the whole 10 towns. Come on."
I prefer the term 9 towns.
Look, just
10 towns
because...
have a better ring to it. TT, come on.
Just because we were all thinking it doesn't mean you should just say it.
No, I was
Say
joking.
the loud pound.
Speaker Siva, there's one more thing. Possibly
Yes.
two more things before we go. You look like a man of fine taste.
It has been said, yes.
Yes, I can tell by looking at you. But I was wondering if, as a man of taste, whether you in your travels would have, at any point, encountered an undead eyeball encased in a gem worth at least 150 gold pieces by any chance. You look like you might be a collector.
Well, there was this one time an eyeball and... No, that is a very specific item you're after.
I don't think it is. I think they're pretty common. I think... Do you have a store in town that might sell something like that?
Oh, the Undead Eyeball store, of course,
Yes,
of course.
yes.
No, we
That
don't have
sounds-
one of those.
Oh.
Listen, your best bet is probably to go to one of the major towns. We're still, at the end of the day, stretching ourselves thin here, but we are a small town in this grand scheme of things. I would say go to East Haven. This pack of thieves seem to have everything, but perhaps not anymore. Brinchander is a good one to try and go to, and so would, I think, Targos maybe as well.
It's a good idea, thank you. If I do come across one, would you like me to pick you one up?
No. I had a bad experience with undead eyeballs in my youth, and I just can't see them anymore.
Ah,
Makes me
yes.
sick.
Okay, fair enough. I understand completely.
Especially the ones encased in gems, yes.
Wodun,
Yes?
why on earth would you need something like that?
Ah, it's, I'm looking to replace a family heirloom.
That was an eyeball?
That was a lie. I'm sorry, I forgot
Why?
that I don't know, it just came out of my mouth.
You are the worst.
I needed to use some of my abilities.
And you need an eyeball crystal.
Apparently I do, yes.
I think people who live in glass houses and are collecting body parts shouldn't be throwing stones.
I don't idolize them.
I do have a report here of an old woman missing a hand.
Oh, it's on the lake.
you know?
Yeah,
It's on the
I
line.
saw it this morning.
How do you know that?
Actually, I have no idea.
I guess we'll pick it up when we put the dragon on the lake. Good to know.
So, well then, perhaps, actually, what if we go to where we killed that ogre that was undead, and you can pick its eye. And you can make it
it was
yourself.
undead.
I don't know where you get the crystal from.
Where was that?
That was the dwarven stronghold north of Caer Konig.
Ah,
That was
that's
a bit of a trek.
yeah, it's the opposite direction that we want to head.
Or you can get your Chawinga. You can get your birdie to get the eyeball and then come back.
Look, I don't trust that guy. I'll just keep looking myself. But we should probably either help these people or get out of here to avoid the storm.
Agreed. I think we should move.
Well, Speaker, we'll be on our way then.
Indeed. I suppose if you're heading to Bryn Shander or Goodmead, put word in that we require replenishment of food. So, when it can be spared, when it's not being used in emergency purposes, we'll put an order in.
We'll do. We'll
Thank
speak to Javessa. See what we can muster for you.
Yes, thank you. Well, you're free to go, and anytime you're passing through, you always have a place here. I have a special set of protocols when you arrive that Greg will immediately set up your rooms with all tables and non-tables as requested.
That's so thoughtful, Greg.
I'm not Greg.
Seaver.
Yeah, I know, but I was sort of turning. I was just assuming Greg was nearby and turning to him and saying that directly to Greg.
Just on the outside of the wall, you hear this. Oh God! Just muffled.
I live, sir.
Well, I have to get back to a mountain of paperwork. Is there anything else that you require of the town? We are indeed in your debt.
I think we already asked a lot from you last
Certainly,
night.
you certainly asked a lot from Greg.
But there is a custom in some towns of great heroes are awarded land and title, I believe. So if you can spare any land or titles,
Really?
we will take that. But otherwise, we will be on our way.
Well, I mean, there are a couple of vacant homes, unsurprisingly now.
That's grim, but
I
we'll
like how
take
you
it.
kept your sense of humour, Zimma. Never lose it.
Actually, are you sure about that? He picks up a piece of paper, and I thought recently there was a position going as Speaker of the town of Goodmead.
I think that was taken by my good friend Shanda.
Yes, I did see something about to that effect. But, are you sure he has the best interests of your town at heart?
I have full confidence in him.
Okay. Fine. Puts down the piece of paper. I would have thought that you would have wanted to make your home in Goodmead. But if you do wish for a place here, I could organize a spare house if you wish.
What's on that paper?
No, nothing. It was Yes, I have the notice here that to the speakers about the new speaker of Goodmead, and look, I just think that from experience dealing with some of the people in that town, it wouldn't have been my choice. Let's put it that way.
Who's the letter from?
Oh, it's just a general letter from the desk of the speaker in Goodmead, so from Chandler himself, as it would have to be. But yeah, I've never liked the fellow.
Well, to each his own then.
Yes, to each his own. In any case, if that's not much of a problem to you, then yes, of course. There's a number of houses here. Is there a particular house you want that might be empty?
No, I'll leave that with you. When we come back, just show us to the appropriate manor.
He pulls out a small stack of papers and says, yes, one of these will be empty now, I suppose. All right, I will let you know.
Yes, Svieta likes a big garden, so if a big backyard would be good.
You do realize I'm not a real estate agent. Anyway, I'll figure something out
3
by the time
bedrooms
you get
minimum.
back. Yes.
2-car garage.
Well, yes, a kennel. Yes, okay. Anything else you require of your McMansion?
A generous frontage.
Generous.
Like with at least 20 meters.
Lake views? Lake
Preferable.
views, I'm sure.
Obviously.
Away from the hustle and bustle of the dock district, I imagine.
Yes. Sorry, maybe city fringe.
City fringe. Oh,
just far enough away out,
Simultaneously a full view of the lake, but also completely separated from the lake because it's too busy.
Ah, yes, of course.
Possibly cursed.
Hillside frontage.
Oh, yes,
The other
side.
We'll just take the Kerr. It's perfect. It's away from the dock, but it has a full view.
The Kerr
Yeah, give us your castle.
Listen, I don't. The Kerr is a public town place. It's not really up for sale. But you know what? I think I've got a few different places that might suit. How about that?
Delicious. Perfect.
All right. Well, when you come back, I will make it known.
Away!
Fare thee well.
Bye.
Farewell, Dragon Slayers of 10 Towns.
Ooh, I like that. Call me that again.
Dragon Slayers of 10 Towns.
I liked Dragon's Layers of the Dale. It has more alliteration going.
I miss Desecrators.
You're illiterate.
Got it.
What?
Whilst we're leaving...
Read? Do you think I can't read?
That's all I
Only
had,
read
Carnelian. Give me that.
Whilst we're leaving, I just want to turn to Horacio. It's like, so it's okay to take land parcels for a job well done, but not money?
What?
Well, you never accepted gold for when you first initially killed Carnelian and me, but you're accepting land as payment?
I'm not accepting anything. That wasn't a request that I made. I have no interest in setting up a permanent residence in the 10 Towns.
That's so good, because I don't want to live here.
But are
Sorry,
you okay?
Wodun. Yes.
Okay. We should probably get going.
That's okay. I don't want to live here either. Not permanently.
Well, either do I, guys, but I mean...
Why on earth would
Forget
you ask for real estate?
Why not? What if he gives us one? Then we have a free house. That's pretty cool. It's like, we could use it as a holiday house.
We already have free lodging and food in the care.
Yeah, but then we can renovate if we want to, because it's ours.
Like a share home?
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the moralities of accepting gifts. I'm more interested in moving to and escaping from this storm. So I suggest we keep moving.
Let's go. I got the ready dog, Cliff, and Otto.
I will assist.
You all head to the kennels just outside, and you meet Sticks and Stones as well that have the other sleds.
Oh, yeah, it's not salt and pepper. Our bad.
Strunk and flog it. Strunk, how you been? You look rested.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. But anyway, are you wanting to split up over all the riders again, or are you all going on one cart?
I think standard configuration.
I mean, we can't really... I don't really want to leave any of the carts behind, so...
Yeah.
We could go out ahead of you if you wish.
Well, we've got our own, large one, hey?
Yeah, that's
And
correct.
then
You
they've
can all
got-
fit on one.
Okay.
The reason why you had the other ones before is because you were all taking rests.
I'm going really fast and
Yeah.
taking rests. Yeah, okay. We'll just ride on ours and you can sort of tag along.
All right. Well, where are we going?
We're in Shanda.
Bryn Shanda, back to your employer.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know, what is your relationship to Levine? Avril Levine?
Let's say employer is correct.
That sounds complicated.
Away! Come on, sticks! They all get on one. They all get on one. So.
Speaking of receiving monetary compensation for doing good deeds, Horacio, can I have my share of the gold?
Me?
That's Wodun.
I have nothing.
All right, Wodun. What did I say, Horatio?
It's just fun to say.
It is.
I like that. Me? I have nothing.
Wodun, can I have my share of that gold?
Carnelian. Let's get going.
I'm sure this is something that we can discuss on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
I will take point on the leash. I think it rains. On the reins.
I think we're ready. Sorry, Warden, I think we're ready for our second appointment, actually.
You guys head off into the town, passing by many people giving you kind waves and smiling faces as you head off towards the east way.
Roll for conditions.
Leaving the smiling faces behind, you head out of town southwards, technically heading towards the storm before you head west on the east way. Are you keeping to the roads, or are you trying to cut across the Dale wilderness?
I think the road's
Roads.
very direct, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had enough fun for a while.
You start heading south. It's going to take you a few hours to make your way there. By the time you get to the crossroads to Goodmead, East Haven, and Bryn Shander, there is snow starting to fall. Heavier and heavier, and you can see that the clouds are now gathering above you. You turn west, and with all haste try and make your way to Bryn Shander. As you approach Bryn Shander, the wind kicks up. Visibility reduces down to maybe only 20 feet. And you have to slow as you begin to lose sight of the road ahead of you, snow covering it. Make a survival check.
All of us?
You can have one person as a core person, and everyone can assist if you'd like to do that.
Jen, sorry, Svieta.
Yeah, I mean it's +7.
Survivalist, yes.
Okay. So roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure why I rolled.
I
I just like dice.
Oh, thank you. Natural 20 for a 27.
Wow.
Okay. You slow down just to make sure that you keep the road ahead of you. And using the very few landmarks that come into your vision, you are able to keep onto the road. But by the time you reach the walls of Bryn Shander, the blizzard now is coming in strong at your backs. The town itself is mostly shut, but by the time you get there and ring the bell, they let you in pretty quickly because anyone stuck out in a blizzard is probably in danger.
Of becoming an icicle.
You get in, and despite the weather that is still, even through the town, the wind and the blizzard is whipping through the streets, there are people here going to and fro. More people than you remember. It would appear that some people, at least, have made their way to Bryn Shander from either Duggan's Hole, Goodmead, or maybe even other places that got your warning beforehand. Where would you like to go?
Should we head straight to Mishan at the House of the Morning Lord, or do we want to go Speaker first?
I was thinking maybe we accompany Dasher and Prancer to just to Avril Levine quickly and just drop them off and have a quick chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she did say, because you asked about a meeting point, to go to the House of the Morning Lord.
Oh, well. There you go.
Yeah? That's the last thing I remember you guys talking about. So you're coming in through the east gate. You're taking the main road in that'll eventually get you to the trade district where the Black Iron Blades are. Unfortunately, it doesn't really bring you close to the stables.
That's okay.
The town hall is also here as well. You turn north towards the north gate, but eventually turn off and sneaking through some of the alleys and roads, smaller roads that eventually bring you to the House of the Morning Lord. Again, I should emphasize that despite the weather that would keep people mostly inside, you see a lot more people milling about than you would expect at this point. It appears that the city is quite full. You approach the House of the Morning Lord and you can see the lights inside are on. There's a small kennel where all of you jump off, and Sticks and Stones turn to you and goes, "We'll take care of the dogs if you wish."
Yes, that's fine.
Yes, thank you, Sticks.
Alright. Get over here, Dogcliff. Get on. Get it.
You treat that boy with...
Oh my god, it's a giant dog. Albert. Ah!
You already knew that.
I forgot.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. They start wrangling Otto and the other dogs together into a kennel. And again, the weather is making things difficult. They're being iced over with snow. But they start wrangling them together into a nice little warm kennel. You open the doors to the House of the Morning Lord. And despite you can see there's a lot of braziers that are lit that are keeping the place warm. It seems that they've all been lit, purpose-built to try and keep out the cold draft. But you can hear the wind whipping and howling outside. Coming into the main hall, what you see is Mishan, standing there at the very front near where the altar is. She's not standing at the altar, but it appears that she's talking to two figures in black cloaks, conversing back and forth. And as you come into the main hall, she lifts her head and she says, "Speak of the devils. I believe you wish to see Horatio." Mishan calls out to you.
Mishan, it is good to see you again.
"It's good to see you." And she points off to one side. "It appears you have visitors, colleagues from the Church of Kalemvor."
Ooh.
Would I know these people?
They're in deep hoods, and as they get introduced, they pull back their hoods. And you see it is a man and a woman, Father Augustine and Sister Erin.
Let me write that down so I don't call them August. Father Augustine.
Can I do a quick insight check? I just want to see what Mishan's current mood is. Like, is she stressed by them being here, or like anything like that, or is she having a hearty conversation?
Sure.
Nat 20,
Whoa.
baby, for
Yeah,
a
talking to
22.
you, he's doing it.
Yeah, you're right.
Nice.
What you notice as Mishan introduces these two, she's being very polite. To the point where, like, she's being very neutral, in a way. She clearly is not upset that they're here, but she's having to sort of, like, be maybe overly polite and formal. Her lips are pursed a bit as someone who's just wanting to say some more, but they won't because of the company they're in.
So it's like she doesn't seem to know them. She's just being like,
Yeah,
going
correct.
through the formalities and stuff.
Yes, she's the head priestess of this particular house, and so it's like having someone from a completely different church come into your space, and whilst you're all sort of close enough to worshipping the same stuff, like they're not part of your wheelhouse. But in this particular case, they've taken on Horatio from this as well. So it's not like she doesn't like other. It's just having people from higher up in other places. It's like just putting on that really formal attitude.
Yeah.
Brother Horatio, the man speaks. How are you today?
Father Augustine, I feel well. What brings you and Sister Erin?
Good, you do feel well. I have come on behalf of the church because we believe that your journey here to the Dale as a spiritual journey may now be considered complete. As such, we are here to recall you.
And what, pray tell, has made the church come to this conclusion?
News of your exploits runs further than you think. We have had word outside of the 10 towns that a quite powerful cleric named Horatio has been spiritually assisting with Ten Town's plights. And your journey, your pilgrimage here, was all in service of solidifying your faith, as it was shaky when we last met. But I can see now, and he opens his arm wide, the spirit of Kalemvor flows through you. You've made such great progress in the last month. And so, we believe, and the church agrees, you may return to Baldur's Gate for your next assignment.
Thank you, Father. I need some time to consider. Would you give me this?
Of course. Just remember, we are here as a courtesy. Come, Sister Erin. I believe Mishan has prepared a room for us. We will go there. We'll see you shortly. Make sure to pack your things.
And I'll just nod it in.
And they leave upstairs to one of the rooms that are available.
How's Horatio looking right now? Like, what would Wodun see looking at his face?
He's playing it pretty cool.
Okay.
He's being polite to... He's not giving anything away to the father or sister. He clearly knows them, but he's keeping it cool. Just playing it out, I think, maybe playing for time a bit.
Mishan turns to you and it's like, well, it appears that you've gotten your wish to return to Baldur's Gate sooner than I would have expected.
And he sort of stares at her a bit too long and stares at the ground. Yes, well, it does seem that way, doesn't it?
Funny thing, isn't it? You come to a place that you never expect to like, want to leave as soon as possible, and it grows on you, doesn't it?
It does.
Do you want some advice, Horatio?
Yes, please.
I know I'm not a follower of Kalemvor. Of course, I believe he exists and as important as any other god. Just be careful. The politics of mortals rarely plays into what the god's will is. That's all. Anyway, it's good to see all of you alive. I'd half expected not to be honest. And then when I heard about a dragon being set upon the Ten Towns, well, I definitely expected not to see all your faces. So, congratulations.
Has word spread?
Oh, yes. Word has spread. First there were just rumblings of the heroes of Goodmead. Strange people going to and fro throughout the Ten Towns. But ever since you left further south, and especially since the dragon and these weird birds of meat started flying in, news of your exploits have grown. People coming in from Goodmead as refugees or East Haven. A few people have come from Caer Dineval. I expect that you were there recently, from the sounds of it. Oh yes, word of your exploits certainly has spread. The heroes of Ten Towns, the dragon slayers of the Dale. Got a nice ring to it.
It does. Do you know if Javessa is preparing our land and title? And I trust Horatio's room is still available.
You know, the land and title from Devesa, we don't speak much. It hasn't come up in our conversations.
We'll check with her. Horatio, do you need a minute? Should we head to your room, or would you like to go for a walk? You have a lot to digest right now.
I think I'd like to go for a walk. I think with you all, if we can. I think we should just go out and get some air. But I do think we still have business to take care of here with Levine. I think it would be... Have we seen her? She's like just standing there. Hey, I've been here the whole time.
Oh, really slipped my mind. Yes, there was some old batty wizard that came in a day or two ago. Said that you sent them their way. She's upstairs as well, actually. Don't really like her too much. She's got some strange kobolds with her. Anyway, your business.
let's deal with Levine. Yeah, let's do that.
Villain.
That's almost what I said.
It's okay.
Hey, I'm getting better. Valine, let's go and deal with that and thank her for pretty much giving us the chance to save everyone.
Let's see what she wants.
Let's grab some holy water and we'll head upstairs.
Still haven't used the holy water I got from her last time.
You climb the stairs and make your way. Mishan gives you a rough directions of where her room is, and knock on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, come in. The Heroes of Dragon Slayers of the Dale, I think it is now. As you open the door and step in, you see a woman with, you see the furs that she was wearing previously up on a table. You can see a number of kobolds running to and fro this small room, preparing tea and little snacks and things. One of them's giving her a massage as well. And as you close the door, Horatio, you look back to close it, and you can see that the hall opposite to you in the hall, there is another door that's cracked slightly open, and you can see a face peering out as you close the door. Possibly Sister Erin watching you. But we'll have to find out more about that next week on Reflex Save.
Close the door on that.
Yeah.
Creeping up.
Fuck off, Aaron, you creepy bitch. He succumbed. He was succumbed.
Are you struggling to schedule game nights, or worse yet, having them cancel at the last minute, turning your tears of joy into tears of despair?
Yes,
Well then, happy Tuesday! My name's Nick.
and my name is Alan, and we are
Into the Dungeon.
a duet-style actual play TTRPG podcast with one GM and one player. Don't let anybody tell you that size matters.
Oh no.
And come, give us a listen to see how much fun a TTRPG can be with just 2 people.
We release a new episode every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central European Time. Make sure to visit us at www.i2td.com. That's the digit 2.
Until then, farewell, and hope to see you again as we delve into the dungeon.